Hey everybody, welcome to Did You Hear About This? I'm Bill.
I am Scott.
Hope you had a better week than I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bad week.
Fucking tornado came tearing through my little town. Decided to take a giant hickory tree that I don't even know how tall it is, push it down.
Fucking big.
It came right down and just brushed against my house. So I'm incredibly lucky, but incredibly unlucky at the same time. So now, as we were just walking in here, it's starting to look like it's going to rain, and it got a little windy.
Yeah.
I have PTSD. I'm like, oh shit, run into the basement. Well, another tree is going to fall. I was going to
say, we're back in the fallout shelter.
What a nightmare.
Damn, that's a big tree.
That's a big tree, and that's not the biggest one I got.
No, I know.
I never even thought that tree was ever going to fall.
When you told me a tree came down, I thought it was going to be the dead one you have out here.
I took care of that one. I shaved off all the branches and made it so it can't catch wind.
Well, I thought it was just going to be like a stick that came down because there's nothing left but like the stem. No, you weren't even that lucky.
No, it was a giant tree. It squashed my dog yard fence.
Fence is gone.
Well, now I got to deal with insurance, so that's a nightmare. We called them first thing in the morning. They opened at 8:30, and we called them, and like we must be 800th in line because they're like, we're not going to see you until next week. I'm like, but I called you first. I was the first person to get through. I know it.
Yeah, but these people don't have a house anymore, Bill.
Oh, I guess all right. When you put it that way, they're prioritizing it based on damage.
Probably.
But they don't know what the damage is. They haven't come out. They haven't come out.
Very good point. Very good point.
Well.
Fuck, man. Well, hopefully smooth sailing ahead.
Lightning doesn't strike twice, they say, right? So that's my bad luck for the year.
Problem is, it was a tornado, not lightning.
I didn't see it. I was literally got the message on my phone. Like it was actually a scary message because it was like, get the shelter, seek shelter.
No shit.
If you are in a mobile home, find another place. Like it had all these little messages on my phone about what to. I don't even know who sent it to me. Google. I have a Google Pixel.
Yeah.
So did Google send it? Did my AT&T carrier send it? But it was scary. So I grabbed the dogs and we went downstairs and like I'm thinking Twisters in my head, you know, I'm thinking of the movie because that's the only experience I have with tornadoes. And I'm looking out through the ring cams and a couple other cameras I have, and the sky was a bluish green. Like I've never ever seen it before.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't see any tornado. People said they saw it coming around this way.
Like a straight funnel cloud.
Like the top of it was just forming. It didn't get really all the way down, but it was enough to cause enough wind at the top of the sky to where my trees were hanging out, and I guess that's what pulled it down.
Weather's been straight shit around here lately. Very rainy summer.
Yeah, it has been. So the ground was already mushy, and it's probably part of the reason why the tree came down.
Yep.
Have you ever seen a tornado?
No, not in person.
Yeah. Yeah, they look scary on film.
I've seen the aftermath. I've seen like barns get knocked straight the fuck down, like up where we used to work.
Yeah.
They had tornadoes go through, but all I've ever seen is the aftermath. Much like when I pulled into your driveway today.
I heard you go, oh, shit.
Yeah.
We were out on the deck.
Thank God it didn't crush the new deck, like I said.
That would have just been the worst.
Fuck.
Oh, I would have just moved. I would have said, fuck it.
On the bright side, you may have gotten further up on the priority list for the insurance company.
Yeah, that's true.
Lucky?
I like how you look at the bright side of things.
I mean, I'm looking for a silver lining, you know?
Oh, thank you. I'm still a little shocked by it all.
So, yeah, based on your experience, I did have a better week than you, not that it's a competition.
Well, you're about to have an even better rest of your week because you're leaving right after this recording, which is 7:14 p.m. right now on Thursday night. Your vacation starts as soon as this is done.
I mean, I'm on vacation now.
And you're going 2.5 hours
to
the shore.
3.5 hours. I'm heading to Wildwood. Family's already there waiting for me.
See, we're getting to the age where, like, that nighttime driving, I would be afraid to do that.
Nah.
Not afraid, but, like, not looking forward to it. You're all rearing to go. You're like, I can't wait to get to the shore. I'd be like, I'm going in the morning.
See, we're at the age now where I'd almost rather not go to the shore because I know there's going to be a bunch of assholes at the shore for the 4th of July.
That was another thing I thought about. Would I want to hang out with all the people and how crowded it's going to be? But you like that. You like people.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. Ever since the Eagles Super Bowl parade, I've been drawn to places that are much less people-y.
Like the shore.
Like the shore 3 weeks ago when it was off-season and nobody gave a shit.
Right.
You know, take me back to Duck where nobody hangs out. You have a private beach. That's my speed right now.
Look at you changing. You're getting older.
Yeah. I still love a road trip, though.
I used to. Now I just want to not be in the car. I used to love driving. And now, like lately, I had to go to my mother and father's. They live about an hour and a half away. And I dreaded that. I dreaded the drive.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I used to love long drives.
Shit. Hopefully I don't get stricken with that change.
It's going to happen.
No.
This isn't optional. I'm not telling you because it might happen to you.
But you still like to fly, though. I've never been a flyer.
I hate it. I hate all travel.
Really?
Yeah.
You travel more than anybody I know.
We're traveling in August, too.
Yeah, but you're not driving there.
No, we're flying. And no, I hate it. I hate it all now.
I legally couldn't get on a plane right now if I wanted to. I don't have a real ID nor a passport.
Oh, the real ID thing kicked in.
You have a passport, though.
I have a real ID.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but I didn't know it was.
My license expires in February of 2026, so I'm within months of having to renew anyway. That's a future Scott's problem. That's not a today's Scott problem.
So that's how you look at things? You don't worry? You just go, I'll put it off. I'll worry about it later.
I don't need a real ID for anything. I'm not flying anywhere.
Yeah, I don't even totally know what that thing is for.
Just to fly domestically.
Really? That's
Yep.
it. And be your driver's license.
Yeah, and all it is the same driver's license as I have right now with a little star in the corner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really examine it. I just went to the DMV one time and they issued it out to me and I was like, good, I got this fucker done.
Well, if certain people have their way, you might need it to vote one day, but that day's not today. So again, future Scott, take care of that for me.
I hadn't heard that. Is that true?
Yeah.
That's some of the shit that's bubbling up?
Nah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't talk about that shit.
No, I don't care about that.
We talk about fun
But
shit.
I couldn't fly. So give me a road trip any day.
Yeah, it's probably safer not to be flying right now. I heard there's a shortage of airline traffic controllers.
I did get a text from Jenna, though, that Hanson is playing at Epcot down in Florida, which is the only place where there is an Epcot, so redundant there on my part. But Hanson's playing down there in October, and she'd love to go see him at Epcot for her birthday.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And I was like, book it. And she was like, I'm really going to look into this. So it may not be a February Scott's problem. It might be a August Scott's problem.
Oh,
so it
no.
might be nearer in the future Scott than what I want it to be.
So when you go to Florida, you drive?
I have in the past, yeah. But if we were going down just to see Hanson play at Epcot, it would be a flight type thing.
Are they going to play in the ball?
No, there's right across from the American Pavilion, there is a big amphitheater where you can, that's where they have this whole concert series going on.
Be cooler if it was in the ball, like the Sphere in Vegas.
Yeah, but that's where Spaceship Earth the ride is. That's
Oh,
where
that's
where you
right.
thank the Phoenicians. It's not where you can go. It's not an open area.
I forgot. That was a ride.
Yeah.
I don't know what I thought that was for a minute. Right? That's like a really dated, what the future is going to look like kind of ride. And it just looks like the way Star Trek thought we were going to look.
It's more about the history of communication from like the written word and papyrus and the written alphabet, and then into the 1980s, and then you go through one part where it's like all kinds of data and the digital age, and it's all about, it starts at cave paintings and works its way up to today.
I remember that ride. I don't think I realized that was the ball.
Yeah, that's the ball.
Where the Roman fires, killed most of history and all of that. I learned some things.
Yep,
All right, that was the Epcot ball.
that's the ball. Spaceship Earth.
I got so drunk at Epcot the one time I was there as an adult, I don't remember anything. I went to all the different countries and sampled all the different beer. And by the time I got all the way around the park, I was schnockered.
It's the only place I know of where you can learn about the history of communication as narrated by Dame Judi Dench.
Ooh,
M herself from James Bond.
that's worth the ticket to admission.
I might enjoy that more than Hanson.
Oh, poor Hanson. Getting some shade.
Eh.
Well, before we jump into the show, any news bag or anything like that?
I do have some mailbag. Speaking of music,
I call it news bag. We're changing the name to news bag. What's wrong with me?
news is later, mailbags now.
Okay.
Now, I heard from Brother Mumbo. We inspired somebody, Bill.
How so?
Our last episode where we talked about the summer hits of the 1990s by each decade, we inspired Brother Mumbo to go and check out Extreme.
Nice.
More than words.
Yeah?
Yeah. And he also, not that we introduced him to 311, but we inspired him to check out more 311. And I'll leave it at this because it's not my story to tell, but he liked one and he was rather unimpressed with the other. And if he wants to write in to clarify which is which, he's more than welcome to.
Oh, I want to know.
I know you do.
Oh, no. Do you know the answer?
I do.
It was extreme. He didn't like it.
I'm not going to say.
Yeah, that's why I told you. Most people listen to it. Like, what is this? It's just twiddly diddly on the guitar. But I thought they were great songs.
Yeah, well.
Depends on the album, too. It's like that with any band. You know, some albums are good. Some albums are great. Some albums are clunkers.
I will say this, and this isn't going to even give it away, but you said that of those two bands during the show when we talked about them, one you were a big fan of and one you were not a big fan of. And he agreed with you on one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Mambo, up to you if you want to share.
I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Maybe next week's mailbag, we'll find out.
All right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad we inspired somebody to do something.
That's what this is about.
Could have been like charitable things we'd inspire. No, we inspire people to go do listen to music, go watch movies, go watch TV shows, or don't.
Or don't what? What do you mean?
This Ironheart.
Oh, yeah. You finished it?
The other half of it dropped, and I told you I wasn't going to watch the rest of it. And today, I was just like, what the fuck? I got some time off today. So I went and I watched 3 episodes. And every single episode just made me groan harder than the last until we get to the shock ending.
A shock ending?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no spoilers. I've heard from somebody at work, and they told me, and I welcome them to tell me because I have no interest in watching this. I probably never will watch this. The individual I spoke with said that they gave it a 7 or 8 out of 10 based solely on the villain.
Oh, so you know who the villain is?
Yes.
That's my, quote, shock ending.
Okay.
Should we talk about that?
No.
You want to keep that?
I think it's still a little bit too early.
Yeah.
And how did Disney Plus do it? Was it 3 dropped and then the final 3 dropped? It's only a 6-episode arc?
Yeah, exactly how it was done. Almost like they didn't have faith in the show.
Almost.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, boy, they really nailed that one in.
They're like, let's get these fuckers out of the way and get back to the other shit we were doing and just hope that this doesn't sting too bad.
I watch something good. So if you want to watch something good on television and you're looking for something to stream, what was it? Season 4 of The Bear came out on FX. And I must say, Jamie Lee Curtis is a fucking national treasure.
She's in The Bear?
Yeah.
That's the cooking show?
Yeah. Yep.
I've seen the cast of that show, but I never saw that she was on it.
Dude, they have so many, like, just drop-in stars. And with this new season, I think there's 38 total episodes. Jamie Lee Curtis is maybe in, like, 6 of them. And every fucking time she's in, it's spectacular.
Yeah.
Acts the shit out of it, man.
I was thinking about her the other day. I think I've seen everything she's ever been in except that Borderlands movie.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
I'm gonna. I like bad
You
movies.
like bad movies? Yeah.
But I don't even know where that thing is streaming. They might have just yanked that out of all reality. That thing, I don't even know where that thing is playing.
Yeah, she plays the estranged mother of the main character. And whenever she's there, it is tumultuous at best.
She brings the drama.
The whole show's drama, but goddamn if she doesn't throw fuel on it.
Oh, that's like my mother.
I could see that. I could see that.
They have some similarities.
Yeah, I don't know if it's your kind of show because it is a lot more of like a drama. There's some funny parts, but great show, man. Great series. Probably the best series I watched. Best new series I watched in a long time.
All right. Well, there's a recommendation. Maybe one day I'll get to that one.
Yep.
Usually when shows are great and they're drama, it takes me 10 years to get to them. Like Breaking Bad took me 10 years after everybody told me for 10 years. It's amazing. I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. It's a drama.
You're still ahead of me. I still haven't watched it.
Oh, I highly recommend it.
Everybody does.
Yeah, it's great. It's a haul. Like you really got to dial yourself into, enduring this whole thing, but it's a lot.
Yeah. In addition to watching that on television, the family and I went out to the Reading Public Museum last Sunday it was.
What's in there?
I mean, the usual stuff. Like they have a mummy in there. They have like some cool exhibits as far as that goes. But they have a traveling exhibit right now called Toytopia.
Ooh.
And it's a display of toys through the decades. So everything from like Tinker Toys and Erector sets. And we played, I think, the world's largest battleship game.
You were able to actually play these things? They weren't behind
it.
glass?
No, we actually played it, yeah. The world's largest Etch-a-Sketch was also there.
How big was it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at this opening here in your basement. I'd say it's probably about 8 foot tall by 10 foot long.
How do you shake it to get it to a race?
Yeah, I don't know. It was more for show than it was for use.
Oh. Need to be the Hulk to be able to clear your picture.
Yeah. But what they did have there, it's Zoltar. The Zoltar machine, the fortune teller.
Yeah, from Big.
Yeah, it was there.
Was it the movie one?
I don't think so.
So was it exactly the same as the one from Big?
Yeah.
Oh, I always assumed that was just like a prop that they made for Big. Maybe that was a real thing that existed out there.
Apparently in the 1970s, I think it was, maybe late 60s, early 70s, there was a whole Zoltar line of toys. I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
They had them there. But then it did go all the way up to the current day video games. I got to play some Dig Dug on free arcades.
Yeah.
Free. I mean, I paid to get in, but I played some Dig Dug. I played some Ms. Pac-Man.
That's great.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Dig Dug. I'd love to play
who
Dig
goes to
Dug.
the museum to play fucking arcade games? But I was all about it.
What else did they have? Burger Time? Zaxxon? Come on.
What the hell was the one that they had there? Donkey Kong Jr.
Popeye?
No, that would have been great, though.
Joust?
They had one where it was... what was the one where I said you reminded me? Tempest. It had Tempest.
Tempest, yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
I haven't seen those old games. If there was a museum for old arcade games, I'd go.
Yeah.
Go play some Moon Patrol.
At the Nerd Con that I went to this past summer, where I saw Will from 1980s Now.
Yeah.
Back on the air, by the way, 1980s Now. Good to hear the crew over there back doing episodes again. It's been a bit of a hiatus, but at that show, they had a whole little corner sectioned off with a whole bunch of old arcade games. I played Burger Time there.
Burger Time. What a gem.
Yeah. Good times. But yeah, that's what I've been up to, man. Just that and work. And now vacation for the 4th of July.
Well, why don't we get into our show so you can get the hell out of here?
Let's do it. Let's
get to the beach.
What do we got?
Well, you have something inspired by, really, last week's show. I haven't read it. You sent it over. I said, I'm not going to read it. I'm going to let you drive this portion. I've got a couple tiny news stories. So this is going to be news heavy. This will be
all right.
Movie heavy from what I understand.
Yeah. I mean, inspired by last week's show in that it's basically another listicle.
I like that word.
It was more inspired by the fact that it is the 4th of July. I looked up the best movies released on 4th of July weekend. And I thought we could go through them here. This is from Ranker. I thought we'd go through them here, talk about them, and see what's good and what stinks.
So this is movies that came out in the summer around 4th of July.
4th of July weekend. It had to come out on the weekend.
Oh, specifically 4th of July
4th of July weekend is when it had to come out, yeah. So should I just get into it?
Yeah.
All right. Number 1, coming out in 1985. What do you think it is?
1985. It's probably on my wall here. Is it Back to the Future?
It is Back to the Future.
So wait a minute. Was July 4th the big blockbuster weekend?
It was.
Was it always that way?
I think
Is it still that way?
Well, what came out? Jurassic World or Jurassic World Rebirth? What's it called?
Oh.
It's out now.
Oh, really?
F1 came out this weekend. So there was a bunch of big movies that came out this weekend.
I read about that Megan sequel. They were sure that was going to be a massive hit. It turns out it's a complete turkey. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
The previews look terrible.
I
know what you did last summer. That came out this weekend.
It's already out?
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about that?
Nope.
Not that I talked to anybody.
Yeah. I haven't read much about it.
No.
But they've been pushing that. So that's the first one on the list here. Definitely a good one. Mm-hmm. Definitely has some staying power.
Oh, that's a classic.
Next up on the list here, T2 Judgment Day.
Okay, that makes sense. Yep. That was huge.
Yep.
What year was that? That was 1986?
Oh, I think it was after that. Wasn't it 92?
Yeah, I was going to say.
91.
So this is in no order.
No order. Next one up here on their list, 1996. Any ideas?
All right. That I think that was Independence Day, the movie.
It was.
Really?
Yeah.
I got that one right. Because that was like super special effects after Terminator 2 basically introduced the world to those kind of, and Jurassic Park, to those kind of special effects. That was such a special effects heavy movie. I remember going to see it and hating it.
It was not great.
No, everybody loved it though. Everybody was in love with Independence Day.
I liked it as a kid when it came out. I was 16. It was like, oh, stuff blows up. And then you realize it's not really much to this.
Yeah.
But I did love Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, I did not like that movie. I remember the trailer for it, and they blew up the Capitol.
I think the first commercial was a Super Bowl commercial.
Was that it?
Yeah, that was the teaser.
Well, it got everybody teased. They were blown away by what they saw.
It blew up the White House.
Yeah. Was it the White House or the Capitol? Or both?
Ooh, I think it was the White House.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that, though. My memory is a little fuzzy. I was 16.
Right. You get a pass.
Following year, 1997, keeping it with Will Smith, that slapping motherfucker. What do you think happened in 97?
So that's got to be Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Yeah, he was on a roll.
Yeah.
He could do no wrong.
Oops.
I just got your slapping motherfucker reference. When he finally did some wrong.
Yep.
Has he been in a movie since The Big Slap?
I want to say yeah, but it wasn't anything big.
Right.
But I don't know what it would have been.
Yeah, I don't know.
That happened right after he did that Serena Venus Williams thing. Because that's why he was at that award show.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
No, that's not right. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh. I saw that movie. I like that movie.
He tried to use the passion of a father protecting his family as justification for why he beat the fuck out of Chris Rock.
You know, I could even get behind somebody getting that angry and doing that. I can't get behind it. Nobody did anything about it.
Yes.
And he won an award later that evening.
Yeah. Well, that award speech is when he was talking about how protective fathers can get and they can do crazy. He was already doing damage control.
Right.
Before the fucking wrapping of that award show, he was already trying to cover it up.
The slap heard around the world.
All right. Going back 2 years prior, 1995. Any guess?
2 years prior, 1995. Jurassic Park was 94, I think.
It was. Historical.
Historical?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Pearl Harbor or something like that?
Nope, Apollo 13.
Apollo 13, okay. That was the big summer movie?
That was the July 4th release.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Have
Really?
you? Yeah, I don't think I've seen it.
It's a really good movie. It wouldn't be your kind of movie. Kevin Bacon's in it, so it can't be all bad.
It's a space movie without aliens?
It is.
Not my cup of tea.
I mean, if you really believe that the space program actually happened.
Yeah, call me silly, call me stupid, but yeah, I think it did happen.
Another one here with Mr. Tom Hanks, 1992. Any guess?
Forrest Gump.
That was 94, but 92 brought us A League of Their Own.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was like a big, it doesn't feel like a big summer blockbuster to me.
No, but I guess it was a big movie. It's popular.
It is It was a good movie. Was it great? I don't know. 2004, now we're getting into some Bill stuff here.
2004.
I'll give you the hint. Sam Raimi.
Oh, oh God, yeah. This is Spider-Man.
This is Spider-Man 2.
2?
2 came out on 4th of July.
Boy, that was good. That was so good. I loved Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 2 was great. And in Spider-Man 3...
They run together for me. Spider-Man 2, who were the villains in Spider-Man 2?
It was Doc Ock. That was really it.
Well, who was the bad guy the first one was Green Goblin.
Right.
And then Doc Ock, and then 3 brought about Sandman and Venom. But it was Eric from that 70s show, Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Topher Grace, I think his name is.
Yep, Topher Grace. And then really the real bad guy in that movie was Symbiote Spider-Man and how he was like gothy Tobey Maguire.
Right. But they also had his friend Harry Osborn came back
Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or I think he was still the Green Goblin. I don't think they called him Hobgoblin.
But then he didn't wear a mask and his face was scarred and he became a good guy.
Yeah, at the end he had a redemption arc.
Oh, that only happened at the end?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was upset the whole middle of the movie. I hate you, Peter Parker.
Angsty ass James Franco.
You blew my own bomb up in my face. Mad at you.
All right, next on the list here, 1990. Another sequel. I'll give you a hint. Bruce Willis.
Well, my first thought is Die Hard 2, but that's a Christmas movie. I think both Die Hards are in the Christmas time.
You're right.
Right. Is that the
You're right, it's a Christmas movie, and you're right, it actually is Die Hard 2. It came out on the 4th of July.
and it was a Christmas movie?
Yes, it was.
Oh, wow.
This is when the airport was taken over.
Yeah.
Yep.
I barely remember that movie.
Yeah, not great. The best part of that movie was he stabbed the guy in the face right in the eye socket with an ice pick. Or icicle. Icicle it was.
Damn, I don't remember that.
Yeah, his eye popped out. It was fucking gross.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
I like a good eye gouge.
I'm going to hold my opinions on this till the end, but number 9, I'm going to tell you, one of my faves, 1988, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, 1988. It's not The Golden Child.
Nope.
Feel like that's later than Beverly Hills Cop, but that's one of your favorites. So is it Beverly Hills Cop?
It is not. Also starred Arsenio Hall.
Coming to America. Yeah, that is one of your favorites.
Yes, sir. Coming to America.
You and my wife love to recite lines to each other from that movie.
Sexual chocolate. One of my least favorite, from one of my favorites to one of my least favorites, 1998. Another Bruce Willis movie. We ragged on it last week because of the absolutely shitty yet popular soundtrack.
What fucking movie was this? We talked about this last week with a good soundtrack, bad Bruce Willis movie?
No, popular soundtrack, not a good soundtrack. So when shit was getting weak in the rock world.
We're not talking about Last Action Hero. You didn't accidentally mean to say Schwarzenegger.
Nope, Bruce Willis. Armageddon.
Oh, right. I don't even think of that movie anymore.
That's the problem with it.
That's right. And they had the Aerosmith track on it.
Yep. Don't want to miss a thing.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Armageddon.
That was when they had Deep Impact and Armageddon come out at like the same time.
Did Armageddon have Ben Affleck in it?
It had in Owen Wilson.
Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, right. It had Deep Impact and Armageddon came out at the same time. It was doing that thing.
Yep.
Where they had Volcano and Dante's Peak coming out at the same time.
All right, next on the list, 2013. Any guesses? Animated.
Lion King.
Nope. Animated sequel. Despicable Me 2.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just watched Despicable Me 4 this past week.
They're up to 4?
Yeah.
I know they had a Minions spinoff.
Yeah, they sure did. This one I should know better than what I do. 1987. I'm familiar with it, but less familiar with it. Starring Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue?
Yeah, right?
Is this Adventures in Babysitting?
It is Adventures in Babysitting.
Really? That made the list?
It was a 4th of July release. Who the hell knew?
They thought that was going to be a monster hit. They're like, let's bank on this. Let's put this out in the middle of summer.
That's it.
I didn't even know that was a hit. I thought that was like a cult classic. I didn't think people actually liked that movie. It's not that great a movie.
No.
Elizabeth Shue.
This one here is a great movie. Never got the respect it deserves, but it's a cult classic. And I know it's one of you and I favorites. 1986.
Oh, is this Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
No, I'll give you a clue. Kurt Russell.
Wait a minute. 1986 summer movie with Kurt Russell that we like. I doubt it's Big Trouble in Little China.
You would be wrong. It is Big Trouble in Little China.
Really?
Yep.
So they tried to push that as a big summer movie.
Yep.
Okay. It's a great movie.
Fantastic movie.
But it's a niche kind of movie. It's not a for everybody type of movie.
You know what old Jack Burton says?
You know what old Jack Burton always says at a time like this?
He says a lot of things.
He sure does. Oh, somebody that did not do his legacy well. 2000, Mel Gibson.
Oh, so was this not the Patriot, Braveheart?
No, it was The Patriot.
Oh, it was The Patriot?
What's The Patriot? You
Really?
keep doing this.
Yeah.
You're kind of taking the wind out of my sails.
I'm
here,
second
Bill.
guessing myself.
No, can't be.
The Patriot. Well, that makes sense for July 4th.
It does, although it would make more sense for the Revolutionary War.
Okay. I never saw it, so I guess so.
I mean, I guess it would for July 4th. I mean, I guess July 4th is the signing of the Declaration, but the war was happening afterwards.
Right.
Like, we declared independence on July 4th. That brought about the battle of the Patriots versus the Redcoats.
Right.
So, all right, you're right. I'm wrong. It was the Revolutionary War. Okay, I take it back.
Did you ever see that? I haven't even seen that movie.
Oh, yeah, good movie.
Is it good?
Yeah. I mean, it was what? Mel Gibson, and his kid was played by Heath Ledger.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I barely remember it.
it was good.
But he was on a hot streak because Braveheart was huge.
Yes.
And didn't he do something with the Jesus Christ movie?
That was much later. He did Passion of the Christ. He directed Passion of the Christ.
Okay.
That was Henry Caviezel.
Caviezel?
Isn't that his name?
Sure.
We'll go with that.
It's not Henry Cavill. That's a different guy.
Yes. Completely different guy. All right. Another sequel. The first one was already shared on this list. 2002.
We didn't really say Jurassic Park yet. Is this Jurassic Park 2?
No. No, this is also Will Smith.
Men in Black 2?
Men in Black 2.
Oh, which I liked. I
Yeah.
did like that one.
I guess it worked so well the first time for the big weekend that they doubled up and did the sequel on the same weekend.
Wasn't 3 where they brought in, they went back in time and talked to Tommy Lee Jones, his younger version?
Was that it?
Was that 3? I can't remember.
Well, one they brought in Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords. And they also brought in Josh Brolin.
Yeah, he was in part 3. He played young K. Or
Oh,
whatever
that
his
was
name
him.
was. Yeah.
I mean, you'd know more than me.
And then there was a 4th one where they're like, we got to recast everybody. And they got Thor.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Number 4 had none of the originals in it.
Yeah, I don't even know if I seen that one.
I don't think I did.
Yeah.
You could have told me that the whole thing with Brolin would have been 4, and I'd have believed you.
It could be. My memory is shit.
Next week's Fuck Up Read brought to you by Scott and Bill. All right, next up, 2012. You would like this one. This one has in Andrew Garfield.
Then it has to be the Spider-Man.
The Amazing Spider-Man. This was the reboot.
I liked it a little bit. Everybody was hating on it. I remember coming out going, it wasn't bad. It was a decent Spider-Man, flying around the city, swinging around the city. He wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
But people hated that movie.
93, a Tom Cruise flick, maybe my least favorite of the Tom Cruise flicks. Can't believe that this was a summer blockbuster.
What year?
93.
93, the year I graduated. A Tom Cruise flick. Was it a Mission Impossible?
No. It was The Firm.
The Firm.
Boing.
Right, there are a whole bunch of legal movies
Yes.
around that time.
Yeah, it was him and Gene Hackman. Gene Triplehorn.
Gene Triplehorn. She was from Basic Instinct.
Oh, Triplehorn. I always thought it was Triplehorn. I'm an idiot.
Thruplehorn.
Thruplehorn. That's a whole other movie. That is The Firm. Same name, different title, different category altogether.
Cue the porno music now.
You had to stay up late on Cinemax to watch that one. All right. Next up, guilty pleasure of mine, very much enjoy it. This came out in 1999.
I need a clue.
Brought to you by our friends Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Oh, is it the South Park movie?
South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut.
Yeah, that was great.
It was
I loved it.
funny.
I had that soundtrack. I would listen to the dopey songs from that movie.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
That's exactly what it was. Fucking Terrence and Phillip. All right.
Was that their first movie?
Yeah.
Or hit?
I mean, that was their first theatrical release, yeah.
Because the puppet one came after this. That was
that was Team America World Police. That's one. I like that one better than South Park.
There was Basketballs.
Basketball was first.
Okay, and then there was Orgasmo.
That came after Basketball, I think. Orgasmo was funny.
Yeah, I remember
real
that.
cult though. You got to dig
one.
to watch that one. Chodo Boy.
That's what I was reaching for in my mind. I was like, what was that kid's name?
Chodo Boy was his sidekick. Chodo Boy?
No.
Sidekick?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh, man.
2007, Michael Bay.
Oh, I hate Michael Bay's shit. It's got to be true. I see you doing the single tear.
Single tear.
Rolled down my face when I saw Transformers for the first
When
time.
I saw Optimus Prime, I realized just how much this meant to me.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a buddy of ours. We don't talk to anymore. But yeah, and I remember him saying that. Me and you looked at each other like, is this guy for real? This guy's for real. I remember going and seeing that movie and being really disappointed with it.
I remember thinking, like, when these things transform, there's so many moving parts and gears and cogs. I can't even see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it was
Awful.
terrible. And they never let up on that. Like, they never. It's satisfying to watch the robots transform in the cartoon. This thing is just like Migraine City. You watch any robot transform in these movies, and it's just,
Yeah.
it's instant migraine. They never made the transforming look cool.
It was never going to beat 1983's Orson Welles Transformers movie.
No, never. That was the best.
More dramatic than anything else.
Well, that broke my heart as a kid when they killed all those Transformers that I owned. Like, every toy I owned, they killed. I was like, fuck.
And then you thought you were pissed off. The parents really got pissed off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't buy them. Right, my
Well,
mother.
no, the minute they wrote in, they had to bring Optimus Prime back from the dead.
Well, they eventually did, yeah.
Yeah.
But Ironhide was my favorite. They killed him like first. I was like, what the fuck? You just killed Ironhide. Well, shit. I can't play with Ironhide now. Can't play with an obsolete toy.
Oh, man, this list made a liar out of me. This is my least favorite Tom Cruise movie. Came out in 2005. Directed by Steven Spielberg. Not one of his best.
Is this Minority Report?
No.
Vanilla Sky?
No. God damn, there were a lot of bad Tom Cruise movies.
That had something to do with Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
2005. Was that War of the Worlds?
War of the Worlds.
Oh, I remember that.
Too long. Just went on and on and on. It was him and Dakota Fanning.
Yeah. Barely remember it. Do you ever see the one with him where he kept dying and he would restart his life every time he got killed, and he was like a soldier and there were like
What was that?
mech suits and they were fighting aliens? It was good.
It reminded me of Starship Troopers, the way they were
A little
dressed.
bit. Yeah. It was like called The Day After Tomorrow or some
It was.
dumb name like that.
Good call. No, The Day After Tomorrow was Jake Gyllenhaal, and that was when the world was freezing over.
Oh.
That was The Day After Tomorrow.
All those disaster movies.
But it was something like that along those lines.
Yeah. That was pretty good. I remember actually liking that.
Yeah. After I figured out what the fuck was going on. Next one, probably not one of yours, but the year 2000. In the year 2000. George Clooney. Marky Mark. John C. O'Reilly.
Is this Ocean's? No, not Ocean's 11.
You were right thinking about the ocean, though.
Oh, is this that fucking one where they get shipwrecked out or they get The Perfect Storm?
The Perfect Storm.
Yeah, I
Yep.
skipped that one.
I knew you weren't going to like that one. God damn, Will Smith again. 2008. Real stinker.
Hancock.
Yep.
I didn't,
How did you pull that one out of your ass?
because I like Hancock.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was a fun movie.
I didn't like it when it came out, but I did watch it years later, and it wasn't as bad as I remembered it being.
There were just enough superhero movies to now do something that was different with the superhero genre. So I think I was kind of intrigued by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hate that one.
I can't say I loved it, though.
Remember they found out he was a god and he started talking. Do you remember the movie at all?
Vaguely.
Yeah, it was like, you're not a superhero, you're a god.
I didn't remember that twist.
Well, now I'm wondering if I'm thinking of another movie and hate Hancock and like this other movie.
No, I think you might be right.
And wasn't Charlize Theron in there? And then she was like, I'm also a god, you idiot. You've forgotten that you're a god.
Yeah. I just remember Jason Bateman.
See, I don't even remember him in it. Yeah, he was in it,
was
actually.
like,
now
what,
you
the
say
comic
it.
relief guy?
Yeah, he's the guy that befriended
He
Hancock.
was like a PR guy. He was trying to get him like better publicity because everybody thought Hancock was a dickhead.
Oh, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Hancock.
Next up, 2009. Ray Romano.
Oh, Ice Age.
Yeah. Dawn of the Dinosaurs.
Okay.
I mean, there were a lot of Ice Age movies.
I think I just read they're making another one.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Who still wants them?
John Leguizamo?
Yeah, I guess. I'm sure Ray Romano could use a paycheck. I'm sure Dennis Leary could use a paycheck.
Oh, is he still doing them? I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know.
He was just on some Fox series.
Yeah, that lasted like all but like 3 episodes.
I think so.
I remember seeing the commercial for that.
Yeah, there's a few more on here. I don't know if this one even should be talked about, but 1986, an animated movie starring Vincent Price.
What? 1986, an animated movie with Vincent Price?
Vincent Price was the bad guy. The Great Mouse Detective.
Oh, I would have never guessed that.
No.
Is that a Disney thing?
Yeah, I think it was. But I can't say for certain.
Yeah, I don't know. The Great Mouse. Remember there was like the Secret of Nim, and there was
Yeah.
there was another The Rescuers or something.
The Rescuers was like, I think that was Disney's version of whoever made this.
Okay.
Yeah. Great actress, Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, 2006.
The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, it was fun, but not a summer blockbuster.
They're working on a sequel for that.
I know. And now we're getting into the world of spoofs, 2001.
Scary Movie or
Scary Movie 2.
Scary Movie 2.
Well
Okay. All right.
You're good at this, Bill.
I like the Scary Movie movies. I watch all those stupid movies. I watch them. Epic movie, not another teen movie. I love all those stupid, fucking horrible spoof movies that aren't funny at all.
Well, this was a stupid movie here in 1987 starring Dennis Quaid and Martin Short.
Inner Space.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that
Did
forever.
they shrink him down and like send him inside of Martin Short's body?
I feel like they accidentally poke him with a needle or something. And
Well, they had to inject it into Martin Short,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
What was that?
I remember Steven Spielberg had something to do with it, so I was all, when I was a kid, anything Steven Spielberg did, I would check out.
Ugh.
Even if it was like batteries not included or always or things like that.
I'm going to skip some of these. Are stinkers. I'll just read them to you. Superman Returns.
Yeah, that sucked.
Sucked. Transformers Dark of the Moon.
They all run together.
Shia LaBeouf. I think that was the second one.
Okay.
Maybe the third. Fuck, I don't know. The Way Back, starring Steve Carell. That doesn't stand out to me. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. That was when had the female Terminator come in?
Yeah.
Not great.
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. Like, that was a tough thing to do. Make a movie after Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Like, you were going to fail.
For sure.
No matter what. Terminator 2 was so good.
And there was such a big gap in between them. I mean, not as big as there was between the first Terminator and Terminator 2.
Yeah.
But there was a few-year gap where they weren't necessarily banking on the success of T2.
And that wasn't the one where they had Claire Danes in it, was it? Because that one stunk.
No. That was a reboot, I think. That was like a more recent one.
I said that one stunk, but I liked part 3. Watch it be the same movie. That's how my brain works.
Well, I'll tell you right now. Claire Danes was in that one.
Yeah, I was just starting to put it together going, wait a minute. I like the Schwarzenegger stuff. I think I hated the John Connor stuff because they had another John Connor actor.
Right.
But I remember the female and male Terminators fighting each other and enjoying those scenes.
I remember they used the Hadron Super Collider to like make her stick to it.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's how she fused to the Super Collider. And that's how they killed her. I don't know. Dark Horse Comics starring Sylvester Stallone came out in 1995.
That'll be Judge Dredd.
You are correct.
Which he would always take the fucking helmet off. That drove me nuts.
Yeah.
Judge Dredd's supposed to always wear that helmet.
Legally Blonde 2, Red, White, and Blonde.
I never saw any of those.
Moving on. You mentioned it already. 2024, it's a sequel. Just came out. Straight to Netflix. Starring Eddie Murphy. Loved it.
Coming America 2.
Nope.
Coming to America 2. Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Axel F.
That's right. That's what they called it.
Yeah, but it was Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. That was fun.
I tried to like it. I did not like it.
No.
And we talked about it on the show, and you're like, well, you're not a fan of the series. And I said, I've never even seen the first one. I went and saw the first one after that came out, and I loved the first one. But it made me really not like part 4 even more, because part 1 was so good. I don't think I've seen 2 or 3. Should I see them?
No. I don't think you should.
No?
No.
All right.
No. Maybe we'll just wrap it up with this one right here. Starring our dear friend, Pauly Shore. Came out in 1993.
Well, as one of the biggest Pauly Shore fans on the planet, I can tell you that this is Encino Man.
You are incorrect.
Then this is Jury Duty.
Incorrect.
Then this is In the Army Now.
Nope.
What the fuck did I miss? And I'm not a Pauly Shore fan. Which one did I miss?
I could tell you, co-starred Tiffany Amber Thiessen from Saved by the Bell fame.
Man, this
You're going to kick yourself.
is this a big one and I'm just forgetting it?
Takes place in the rural Midwest.
That doesn't help.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law. Shit.
Told you.
Right, that's a popular one.
Told you.
Yeah, his little 4-movie run.
As I'm scrolling, I just went past 3 more fucking Despicable Me movies.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Twilight. Fuck it. Oh, this was big for me during the early days of, well, I guess it was pre-COVID, but it came into my world during COVID. Hamilton, the musical.
Yeah, never saw it.
Great.
Never saw it.
It's a good show.
It was everywhere. That I can tell you. I was trying to avoid it because I hate musicals. But I'm like, this thing must be good. Everybody and their mother is talking about this thing.
Bill doesn't like musicals and doesn't care for rap music. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, it's not up my alley.
Not your thing.
It's like 2 musicals I like. One is Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Okay,
If you ever saw that.
What about Little Shop of Horrors?
Oh, I guess if you count that, yeah. I like Moulin Rouge as well.
Oh, yeah. You were a big Moulin Rouge fan.
I was.
The Maharaja. I'm really going to kick myself if I can't end this on something good. Yep, fucked up. Went to the end, didn't end on a good one.
Oh, well.
Whamp, whamp.
That was a good list, though.
Which of them, though? I mean, there's one clear answer which has the best staying power.
I think there's more than one. I think Back to the Future and Terminator 2.
Yeah, I think Back to the Future takes it.
Probably. Probably for us.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a perfect movie.
Absolutely.
Even though some of the science didn't make the most sense. Didn't need to. It was still a perfect story.
1.21 gigawatts?
Yeah.
The thing is a gigawatt.
How the people disappear through,
Yeah.
It takes a little time for that to happen. That makes no sense. The little chimes. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably my favorite of the list, although I have to say, goddamn, if South Park wasn't great, T2 was great. Coming to America. I mean, that was right in my coming of age, Coming to America.
Yeah. You, like I said, you're a huge fan.
Good morning, all my neighbors. Fuck you. Yes. Fuck you too. I could go upstairs right now and say to Amy, I'm going on a date with Lisa. And she would know exactly what I'm talking about.
She'll know. She knows. She knows all that.
Yeah, I know. It's a great movie. Well, that's all I got. I thought that would be fun to talk about.
All right. Well, I got a few news stories. We'll run through these pretty fast because we're getting a little long here. Just like we did last week.
Yeah.
So what do I have here? Coming from something from At Home Entertainment telling us that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original movie, to get a 35th anniversary theatrical re-release back. So they're doing this. They love putting these movies back out from our day.
Well, it worked for Revenge of the Sith.
It worked for a couple others.
Didn't work for A New Hope.
Did they try to put that out recently?
Well, just the one that they put out, Lucas's original screening. They
Oh,
said it looked
right.
like shit.
Right. We talked about that last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Would you go see this again? Were you that big a fan of Turtles?
I mean, I'd watch this one again before I would watch Part 2, Secret of the Ooze. That was terrible.
Yeah. This one was good. I was 15, but I was still, the cartoon was big. So that's probably what prompted this.
Yeah, I was 10.
So when I went to see it, I was hoping to get the more violent turtles, but no, you got the total kid-friendly turtles.
Absolutely.
And the one thing that I know about this movie is they went into production to make it a little bit more violent. They wanted a PG-13 type movie. And I guess they got a PG movie at the end when it was all done, but they were going to have it be a little bit more violent, a little bit darker. And it just didn't come out that way.
You did get kids smoking cigars, though.
Yeah, there was a kid smoking.
The Foot Clan was so cool.
Yeah.
You play as many video games as you wanted and skateboard and smoke cigars. It was great.
Here's a piece of random stupid trivia that I know. The that whole area where the kids were skating around the Foot Clan hideout.
Yeah.
That's the same. They must have shot that in a factory somewhere in LA. It was the same set or location they used for all of Super Mario Brothers Underground.
I heard that before with the John Leguizamo and what was his name?
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins, yeah.
Yeah. So next time you watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, go, oh, that's Mario Land. Who was your favorite turtle and why?
Raphael. It was always my favorite.
Why?
I don't know. He was kind of smart alecky. He was like not Michelangelo was my least favorite. Rank him. Go ahead. I'll give you my ranking, but you go first.
Well, Leonardo's the best.
That was my brother's favorite.
Yeah. He's got the right weapons. He's got the best weapons. Raphael has little, dagger type things, those size compared to fighting somebody with a sword. I was just like, nah, you got to go with the sword. The other guy, Donatello with the bow. I like the bow. I like Donatello. I would flip-flop him and Raphael. They were both second place for me.
Okay.
And just like you, Michelangelo was so friggin' annoying.
Yeah.
Swinging around nunchucks like they were going to do anything to anybody.
Yeah. Okay. So I kind of have two answers. If we're just talking overall turtles, and I had to name my favorite: Raphael number 1, Leonardo number 2, Donatello number 3, Michelangelo number 4. But if I'm playing the Ninja Turtles NES game, it's Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael.
Are you talking about the arcade game where
No.
people...
I'm talking about the one where you had to jump off the dam and swim through the electrified plants to disarm the bombs.
Oh, you're talking about the original.
Old school Ninja Turtles.
That was hard.
Yeah, I beat it.
So did I. That was a good summer when I beat that.
It took a lot of time,
That was
but
hard.
I beat it.
Yeah, you got to have swords. You're fighting things out there, the Foot Clan. You got to have swords, not nunchucks.
Yeah.
Not nunchucks.
You give him a black eye?
Yeah. All you got to do to defend nunchucks is wear a helmet.
Yeah, good call, man. Good call. But in the movie, Raphael did yell "damn" twice.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I know one of the movies, there's you can see it online, where if you pause it at the right spot, you can see one of the turtles opening their mouths for wide. You see a face in there.
Yeah, Donatello.
From the actor.
Donatello. Brother Dan Sands was still shot of that the other week.
Oh, maybe that's where I don't remember him doing that.
I think that was that Ninja Turtles 1 or was that Ninja Turtles 2?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember Dan sending that.
It was a long time ago.
Dan sends a lot of things.
That's the problem. It's almost too much.
What else do I have here? I have a story about AI musicians. There's a big thing going on right now where there's a whole bunch of AI bands that are leaking into Spotify and becoming like huge, like getting millions and millions of listens, and people aren't even realizing. We're finally getting to that point. We talked about it on the show almost a year ago, I think, where I was predicting that this was going to happen, where there was going to be so much stuff coming out of Suno and some of these other AI tools that it's just going to flood YouTube and flood Spotify, and it's starting to happen, and Spotify doesn't know what to do about it. A lot of people think that this is Spotify's big plan. They're putting the AIs.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a conspiracy theory out there on that. I'm not necessarily buying that.
This isn't the story where like people were just spamming Spotify to get paid for their downloads, and they had put like 5,000 songs up in a day. This isn't that story.
It's not so much that story because now there's real rock stars coming out of Spotify that we're discovering are AI musicians.
Oh, I see. So this isn't just like spam it. Hopefully you get some listens just because of the algorithm and cash in. This is actually like, oh, hey, this person's really good, and they're not even real.
Right.
Oh,
right. Yeah. I don't need to go into this much more than that. You got the story, but yeah, the AI slop is starting to finally stick.
So what's the takeaway? AI's gotten that good or music's gotten that bad?
That's a great question. I had that same question in my mind because they're talking about this. It's some outlaw artist and another story that came up with some rock band. They're still not sure if it's real, and they just can't tell. And then there was the story that I was going to read. I'm not going to go into it for time, but it was a company that basically was like, we can listen to this. We can tell you what AI platform made it because we have the technology to do that.
Okay.
So that's how they were outed. This other firm came in and said, that's a fake artist. And everyone's like, holy shit, I had no idea. But they didn't care. They're like, we like the music. If we like the music, we don't care that they're fake.
Yeah, man, music has to have soul. There's no soul in AI.
I hope this doesn't stick around, but I don't know. And then there's that conspiracy theory that the guy that runs Spotify is intentionally flooding it with AI stuff. I don't know what
what would the end game of that be?
I don't know. I've read theories. It's all theories. But this is a fact. This one band called Aventhis, Aventhis, is a hit. This outlaw country artist.
I mean, I guess if you're going to have a hit, it's probably going to be country.
I wonder, because I listen to Spotify, they have a playlist called Discover Weekly, and it's basically an algorithm that says you like this kind of stuff, you might like this. I wonder if it's fed me AI shit.
Maybe, but it sure as hell wouldn't be outlaw country on my playlist.
Oh, I listen to some outlaw country. But they must be real outlaws.
Dude, the only outlaw country I like is fucking Willie Nelson and maybe Johnny Cash.
Some Merle Haggard. I'll take
Merle Haggard.
I'm with you. Those are my favorites. Oh, what else I got here? All right, let's end with this one. Have you seen the new trailer for The Running Man?
It came across my newsfeed. I never clicked play. But this is a remaking of the Stephen King short story.
And it wasn't Stephen King. It was Richard Bachman. It was his alias. Wasn't it?
Oh, right. That's right.
Is that right?
That's right.
And I love the Running Man movie.
Yeah.
And so now it's remade with this guy. I always forget his name. It's made by Edgar Wright, who makes some pretty cool movies, stylish movies. Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell takes over for Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
So there's a scene in the trailer that this article had caught that I didn't catch, where somebody's throwing dollars, and if you freeze it right, you see instead of having like a president on there, like a known president, it's Schwarzenegger. It's like Governor Schwarzenegger.
That's his cameo?
Yeah, it's his cameo so far.
Wow. Why don't you give a rehashing of the basic plot of Running Man for those who may be less informed?
Well, the movie that we liked from the 80s is different than the story. This movie coming out now, I think, is more like the story. I'm not.
I'm more familiar with the movie than I am the actual story.
Right, the movie. It's Schwarzenegger's character. I can't remember his name. Ben, I think it was Ben something.
Yeah, I think you're right. It feels right.
I don't remember how he got into the Running Man game, but it was a game show.
He was a prisoner. He was trying to fight the game show to win his freedom.
Right, and basically, so he was inside the game at all times. Now it's something like you have to survive the world in 30 days. You have 30 days to survive all the people that are trying to kill you all over the world, so you got to stay hidden. Right. It's like not a game show where it's a secluded space that you're allowed to run around, and you're allowed to run around the whole world.
It was like a crazy arena for Schwarzenegger, and basically it was a futuristic callback to the Coliseum where it was blood sport.
Right. Yeah, so this one feels a little different than that, but I don't know. I looked at the trailer and I went, I'll watch this one eventually, but it didn't feel like it had the same tone and magic of the of the first one. But then again, the first one was done in the 80s. Like that had a whole different flavor just because of when it was made.
Right.
So I don't know. Now they're trying to get super huge with this story, and I just looked at the whole thing and went, well, it's a lot of special effects. I don't know if there's enough meat on that bone.
Yeah, you know how you scroll through your news feed and like if it's a video, sometimes if you stay on it long enough, it'll start playing.
Yeah.
It started doing that, and I was like, scroll.
Yeah, really?
I didn't care.
It didn't hook you at all.
Didn't at all.
Yeah, I made it through, but I remember getting halfway through going, is this thing over yet?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, could it be good? Maybe.
Maybe.
But I'm going to have a hard time not holding it up to what I enjoy about the Schwarzenegger movie.
Right. I know. It's like they're making these things, but they got the original. Do we have space for both? But they're not making it for us. They're making it for the next generation of moviegoers. It's got to be. Can be for us.
But I loved the first one because it was so much like American Gladiator, but like to the nth degree. And now this one's just like survivalist.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like that part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems. Yeah, I think you got it exactly right. Remember the guy who had the mohawk and the electricity?
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, that was good. I gotta watch that again.
Yeah.
That'll be a good rewatch.
Superman is coming out any week now, right?
I think it's 7/7. Yeah, I think it might be this coming week.
Oh, shit. That's why I've been seeing crazy commercials and everybody's interviewing the cast. That must mean it's right around the corner.
Yeah.
You going to go see that?
Probably not.
Yeah. Is it just us?
I don't know, man. DC did not do themselves any favors. We talked here before how I felt about the previews.
Are you excited for the upcoming Marvel stuff like Doomsday?
Doomsday maybe. Fantastic Four, nope.
Right. Yeah, me neither, man. I don't know. Are we actually superheroed out?
I'm done. I told you I punched out long ago. You're still watching Ironheart, not me.
Well, that hurt. That was painful.
And the more you watch it, the more it's just taking it out of you, I think.
I think so. Like, I'm not even excited for this Doomsday. I would normally be watching videos online, all sorts of things that are like, this is what we predict. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm in. No, I'm not doing that.
You know what? I haven't watched like a video breakdown by New Rockstars or by our buddy
Screen Crush.
Screen Crush. I haven't watched any of that in probably months.
Yeah, me neither. Shit, things are changing. I was watching a breakdown the other day of Ghoulies. I was watching the Ghoulies movies.
I might be more excited for the new season of Stranger Things than I am anything else we just talked about.
Is there a trailer out for that yet?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll see. We'll see.
All right, well, that's pretty much all I got. I want to let you get on your way.
Yeah, until then, I mean, I'm not going to the theater this weekend to see Jurassic World 19 or F1 with Brad Pitt or any of that.
Yeah.
Certainly not. I Know What You Did Last Summer. None of this is speaking to me.
Not me neither.
We might have another Hitchcock on our hands here. Fuck. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. If you have anything that stands out to you for a summer movie that we didn't talk about, hit us up. I'll tell you what I think about it. If I didn't talk about it on this one, probably not much because I scroll right past a lot of them. But tell a friend, and we'll talk to you next week.
You're an Uncle Fucker, yes, it's true. Nobody fucks uncles quite like you.